Hey there everyone, it's Joe from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, selling you the best bullion bars and coins shipped to you worldwide from Melbourne in Australia. This is your precious metals price analysis where we take a look at the big four: gold, silver, platinum and palladium. Head over to youtube.com/bullionnow. Over 9,000 subscribers, nearly 9,400 subscribers. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the winning team. We are absolutely kicking goals. A lot of videos since we've come back for 2021, but this is the first technical analysis video since then. But you know, the epic unboxings, giveaways, auctions, and lots of other cool stuff, particularly our educational series. Great one to share with family and friends if you're trying to get them into the precious metals for the first time. Head over to the playlists section and you'll see it's the How to Invest in Gold series. Okay, as I said, it's been a few weeks. I'll keep this really brief because I think we're just in a bit of a trading range at the moment. I can't tell you in my personal opinion whether we are definitely heading up or definitely heading down from here. And like in the last video from a few weeks ago, I had a bunch of these targets drawn in. They remain the same, and interestingly, see how some of the last few weeks price movements have coincided with some of those levels. They're pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Obvious when you look at them. So we did have a low. We come off this low of about 1766. This is gold in US dollars, of course, and we had a rise all the way up to $1,960, which was this previous level of resistance right there. It has remained a level of resistance since, and oftentimes from a failed move to break higher came a fast move in the opposite direction all the way back down to this level right here, the famed $1,800 mark. So currently trading in a range of between 1960 and 1800. Currently, I need to see it break above 1960 or break below 1800 in order for me to be confident that we are heading in that particular direction. Does that make sense? So all you really need to do, I told you this is going to be really quick. All you need to do is pause this video right now, and it's giving you my levels moving down and my levels moving higher. I guess after about $2,000 mark, then you're talking about this level right here, which I guess you can really easily see that, but I'll just pop it in. We need to get above the previous all-time high of 2,075. We will do a gold price prediction for 2021. So looking at the Fibonacci levels above this, we won't do it in this video. It'll be a separate video coming, I'd say, in the next month or two, something like that. That is gold. Really, honestly, nothing much else to tell. There are my targets moving down and my targets moving higher. We are not going to do gold in Australian dollars for the moment. So silver, pretty much the same deal. Pretty much the same deal. This is silver on the weekly time frame, priced in USD, currently $24.85. We had this lovely little rise up to about $27.60 roughly, and that was coinciding with this level right here, which I had previously had drawn in a little peak above. But again, if you look on the daily time frame, what we've got is a failed move to break higher and then a fast move in the opposite direction, just like gold. And we did test, and we have just broken below, but we are above that 2440 level that I'd been talking about for a while, which we had broken through, but unfortunately all the way back down. So for me, just like gold, silver is in a trading range currently. I would need to see it break below the level here of 2370, or in order to say, heading lower from here, or break above the level of 2760 roughly. Let's call it break above $28. Let's call it, so round it up to there, in order for me to be confident that we're heading up higher. And pause the video. Those are my current targets, moving higher and moving lower. Of course, you've got and I can draw it like I just did with gold. You've got this level right here as well of around about your $29 level roughly. Let's call it roughly your $30 level moving higher. Same with gold. I'll do a silver in 2021 price, let's call it price prediction, if we're moving higher from here. That is silver in USD. Told you this one's really quick. Platinum's the most interesting one for me. over the last number of weeks since we've come back from the break. As you can see right here, look at that. I've been talking about this downtrend line for quite some time, and we hit smack up against it right there. You could not get pretty much cleaner than that. So we've seen a high in the last few weeks of 1,130 US dollars. Since that's on the monthly time frame, let's go down to the daily. Yeah, we've had a couple of tests of that actually. So one test in the last, what was it, last 7-8 days, a second test in the last couple of days. The more times you test a particular level, the more times you knock on the door, whether that's from above or below, the more likely it is to be broken. So if we see another test, a third test of this level right here, I would personally say that third time is a charm in this particular instance. So you really want to watch this particular trend line. Again, I'll pop out a little bit further, and I'm not going to say it's heading that direction, but if we start heading back up here again and a third test, for me personally, that's an indication that we will break through it. If we break through it, where would we break through to? Well, you can pause the video, and I've got these couple of horizontal lines that I've had drawn in for a while. Right about here, between this range of 1190 to 1210, let's just call it 1200 even, roughly about there. Or we could break through and go all the way up to this level of about 1375 before we have an inevitable, which it will happen, an inevitable retest of this trend line. That's what tends to happen, not every single time, but what tends to happen is you break a big downtrend line, like a long-term one. You break it, and then you come back to revisit that trend line at some point. It usually happens pretty quickly after you break out. So what's the most likely scenario in my opinion? If we break higher, we would break up to around about this 1200 level and then have a quick retest back down to this level at around about kind of 1100, 1110, something like that. And then we might potentially be off to the races with platinum. Lastly, palladium. It is in a trading range, as I've said for the last number of weeks, the last number of videos. It's just in a trading range, and I honestly don't have much more to say about that. I need to see it break above this $2,500 level in order for me to be confident that it is going higher from here. Obviously, you've got the all-time high of 2873 in US dollars to break above before we head higher. Before there, it would be a level of resistance some kind, and I need to see it break below 2180 in order for me to say we're heading down to the next level, which would be at about 1850 roughly. And you can pause this video and look at the next ones. I would suggest on the weekly time frame, this the 200-day moving average, I think it's the exponential moving average as far as I'm aware, might be an area of support. It's currently lining up with about 1850, but again, that's on the weekly time frame, so don't count that one too soon. That's it. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium all trading in a range at the moment with targets that we need to see moving higher or moving lower in order to confirm a bullish run or a bearish run. That's pretty much it. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Head over to youtube.com/Bullion Now. Hit the big red subscribe button, join the winning team. Stay safe, take care, speak to you soon.